my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it.
How y'all doing? All right, all right. So look, I just want to start off by introducing myself. My real name is Vernon Wiggins. A lot of you might know me by Velo the Maestro. I have millions and millions of views on YouTube. I also have several movies on Tubi. I've been a part of over 50 plus film productions as a film producer. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Thank you. But I got to tell you that it wasn't always like that. Everything started here. It started here when I was coming here. I graduated from here in 2002. But at one point in time before I graduated, I kind of got off track a little bit. And the reason being was because I guess I thought some other things was more important than my education. So eventually, one of the teachers pulled me to the side, was Mr. Benson. Y'all give Mr. Benson a shout out. Yeah, so Mr. Benson, Johnny Johnson, pulled me to the side and they said, you know what, Vernon, we know you're better than that. We know you're better than that and we know you could do better. So thought about it long and hard, thought about it, looked myself in the mirror, and I said, hey, if I want to one day become something, I have to make an effort to be that. So those conversations I had with them, it helped me out tremendously. I never looked back. Everything after that, A's and B's, A's and B's. So, and eventually, I saw myself graduating and becoming the person I am today. So I'm thankful for that. I'm glad to be a part of the alumni here at North Central. It's a great school, always has been, always will be. And I just want to say, all the students here, hey, y'all keep up the great work. So I have movies on Tubi, music videos on YouTube. Y'all make sure to go check me out, all right? All right. Hey, thank y'all. I really appreciate the ovation. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, Mr. Wiggins, for the encouraging words to our students today. Presentation of The Great Migration, Mariah Davenport, Sakiah Ricard. The Harlem Renaissance, New Negro Movement by Shakita Bolden, Janiyah Haley, Breonna Tu, Kennedy Davis. Louis Armstrong by Sherman Smith and Myron Bush. Billie Holiday by Niera Palazzo. Brown Skin Girl performance by North Central High School dance team. Duke Ellington, presented by Christopher Sylvester, and Langston Hughes by Ethan Bush.
The Great Migration was the movement of some 6 million African Americans from rural areas of the southern states of the United States to urban areas in the northern states between 1916 and 1970. It occurred in two waves, basically before and after the Great Depression. At the beginning of the 20th century, 90% of black Americans lived in the South. By 1970, nearly half of all African Americans lived in northern cities. Many African Americans in the South found themselves trapped in sharecropping jobs and other forms of debt with no hope of improvement in their circumstances. Jim Crow laws kept them in an inferior position relative to white people, and they were denied political rights. There were more jobs available in the North, and though racism was rampant, racial segregation was not mandated there. They embarked on great migration seeking economic and social opportunity.
The greater economic and educational opportunities led to an explosion of artistic expression in music and literature. Migrants and their children created the Harlem Renaissance, changed the sound of the blues music that they brought north with them, desegregated sports, and became involved in politics. The Great Migration arguably was a factor leading to the American Civil Rights Movement.
The Harlem Renaissance, spanning the 1920s, marked a transformative period in African American history, acting as a catalyst for cultural, social, and artistic flourishing. This movement was centered in the Harlem neighborhood of New York City and saw an unprecedented outpouring of creativity from African American writers, musicians, artists, and intellectuals. Literary giants such as Langston Hughes and Zora Neale Hurston produced works that explored the complexities of the black experience, challenging stereotypes and contributing to the establishment of distinct African American cultural identity. The Harlem Renaissance was an intellectual and cultural revival of African American music, dance, art, fashion, literature, theater, politics, and scholarship centered in Harlem, New York, spanning the 1920s and 1930s.
The silence is quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we would take the world to its feet.
The era produced a significant body of literature by African American authors, including work by Langston Hughes, Nora Neale Hurston, Chloe McKay, and others. Their writings not only highlighted the struggles and aspirations of African Americans, but also contribute to a broader understanding of African American culture.
Musical innovations. Jazz, blues, and gospel music flourished during the Harlem Renaissance. The emergence of legendary musicians like Duke Ellington, Louis Armstrong, and Bessie Smith had a lasting impact on American music. Jazz, in particular, became a symbol of the era and a major cultural export.
But that we have each other.
Renaissance was not just an artistic movement, but also a period of political and social activism. Activists like W.E.B. Du Bois and Marcus Garvey were influential during this time, advocating for civil rights, Pan-Africanism, and economic empowerment.
Legacy and continued influence. The Harlem Renaissance fostered a sense of racial pride and identity among African Americans. The cultural achievements of the period challenged stereotypes and provided a platform for a positive representation of black.
Louis Armstrong, born August 4, 1901, in New Orleans, Louisiana, died July 6, 1971, New York, New York, was the leading trumpeter and one of the most influential artists in jazz history.
Billie Holiday was an American jazz and swing music singer, nicknamed Lady Day by her friend and music partner Lester Young. Holiday made a significant contribution to jazz music and pop singing. Her vocal style, strongly influenced by jazz instrumentalists, inspired a new way of manipulating phrasing and tempo.
Brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. The best thing in the world. Never trade you for anybody else. And a brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. The best thing in the world. I never trade you for anybody else singing.
She says she really grew up poor like me. Don't believe in nothing but the Almighty. Just a little jeans and a pure whitey. She never dreamed forever be nobody wifey. Yeah. She well, I mean a pretty but your heart is a miss. Play you like a villain cause she caught in a way. Tonight I am walking away. 9 to 5 mine and I grind, yeah. Tonight I might fall in love. Depending on how you hold me. I'm glad that I'm calming down. Can't let no one come control me. Keep dancing and call it love. She fights it by falling slowly. If ever you are in doubt, remember what mama told me. Brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. Your back against the world. I never trade you for anybody else. Say brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. The best thing in the world. I never trade you for anybody else.
Pose like a trophy when Naomi's walking. She need an Oscar for that pretty dark skin. Pretty like Lupita when the camera's closing. Drip broke the levee when my Kelly's rolling. I think
Edward Kennedy Duke Ellington was born on April 29, 1899. He was an American jazz pianist, composer, and leader of the jazz from 1923 through the rest of his life. Born and raised in Washington, D.C., Ellington was based in New York City from the mid-1920s and gained a national profile through the Archers appearances and the Cotton Club in Harlem.
Langston Hughes, born February 1st, 1902, Joplin, Missouri, U.S. He died May 22nd, 1967. New York, American writer who was an important figure in the Harlem Renaissance and made the African American experience the subject of his writings, which ranged from poetry and plays to novels and newspaper columns. Dream Deferred, a poem by Langston Hughes. Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Or fresh like a sore in the run? Does it stink like a rotten meat? Or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load. Or does it explode?
Next, we will have a gospel music in in African American culture by Kasharia Johnson, musical selection by the United by Faith, and local Black history, Mrs. Mona Coleman, presented by Corman Joseph.
Historically, gospel music helped enslaved people escape to freedom by using codes and spiritual hymns as a guide. Gospel music was used throughout the civil rights movement to attract the masses, encourage youth participation, invigorate meetings, and install confidence. The freedom songs were based on familiar spiritual and gospel songs typically performed in a gospel style.
We will now have our selections by United by Faith.
To the right. was born and raised in Washington, Louisiana. I am a proud wife, mother, and grandmother with strong family values. I have 6 children whom I am very proud of. Throughout my coaching career, I have coached over 3,000 athletes. I became the first black female ever elected to the Washington Town Council in 1994. I served as the alderwoman at large for 28 years. I also became the first female mayor ever in 2019. I was the first female referee in St. Ledger Parish. First female AAU boys basketball coach to win local, state, and national titles in AAU. Our nationally acclaimed DJs so graciously known as DJ Foxy Brown. I am Coach Mona Coleman Wilson.
Okay, next we will have our Black Culture and Education, Greek Life, presented by Christopher Clennon. First we have Sigma Gamma Rho by Mrs. Gilchrist, Alpha Phi Alpha, Coach Brown, Coach Williams, and Coach Rideau. Phi Beta Sigma, Mr. Brumfield, Zeta Phi Beta, and lastly, Kappa Alpha Psi, Mr. Mabry, and Dr. Petrie. After that, we will have closing remarks by Dr. Petrie, our principal, and Mr. Paul Benson.
The National Pan-Hellenic Council is a collaborative umbrella council composed of 9 historically African American fraternities and sororities, commonly called the Divine Nine, and also referred to as Black Greek letter organizations. There are Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated.
Okay, you guys. So, hi, I'm Miss Renee. Most of y'all know that I'm a part of a sorority. I'm a part of the illustrious Iota Tau Sigma chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. I've been a part of this sorority for 10 years. However, the work that my founders have did has spanned over 101 years. That's how many years we celebrated this year. So we actually were founded by 7 lovely school teachers. So I actually live along their legacy, and I became an educator. So hopefully I get to continue this trend. I love being y'all teacher, just as well as my educators did and my 7 founders did years and years ago. So I hope we're able just to shed a little bit of light on Greek life. But I did want y'all to know all of everything that's about to happen with the Greeks that y'all have seen on campus. You do have to go to college to begin to be able to join. So that work starts now, right? Because all of y'all want a diploma, and I want to see all of y'all cross the stage. So to be able to join any sorority or any fraternity, you have to go to college. So hopefully in the future, I'll be able to see all of you in these beautiful colors that y'all going to see today, and all the different signs and calls that we're going to do, and the strolling and stepping. All of that can be you in the future. So just make sure y'all prioritize your education first. So it starts right here at North Central. Okay. All right, so my little sisters are gonna help y'all tell the history of my sorority. Just a little bit. Y'all ready, little sisters? All right. Little sister Knees. Little sister Shorty. Little sister Angry Bird. Little sister Concrete. Okay, so they're gonna help me tell my history. So whenever y'all ready. Let us give a little lesson in history about Sigma Gamma Rho and how it came to be. 7 women on a mission for diversity, and we continue to live on through their legacy. Intelligent women are what we're known to be, serving our people in the community. Last created, but best designed. We are the ones who's gonna blow your mind. Yep.
It's me.
Who you is?
I was wondering if after all these years you actually
Come on.
over
Yeah.
everything.
Denicia.
You say that I'm supposed to hear you, but I ain't done much here.
Let's go.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm in New Orleans, dreaming about the way we used to be when we were younger and free. I forgot how it felt before.
It's your boy Big Two. Let's go. Break it down.
Between us. Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call, you never seem to be home. Hello from the other side. At least I can say that I tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart, but it don't really doesn't tell you
We would now have the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
All right, my name is Coach Brown, and I'm a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, along with Coach Williams and Coach Rito. And we have a couple guys that's gonna tell you about our fraternity.
Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, the first intercollegiate Greek letter fraternity established for African American men, was founded on December 4, 1906 at Cornell University in Ithaca, New York by 7 college men who recognized the need for a strong bond of brotherhood among American descendants in this country.
The 7 visionary founders, known as the Jewels of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Inc., were brothers Henry Arthur Callis, Charles Henry Chapman, Egan Kinkle Jones, George Biddle Kelly, Nathaniel Adelson, Murray Robert Harold Ogle, and Verton Woodson. Other notable alphas include Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Webb Dubas, Jules Owens, Thurgood Marshall, Omar Woodhart, Keeman Orrs, Weymouth Lewis.
The fraternity initially served as a study and support group for minority students who face racial prejudice both educationally and socially at Cornell. The Jewel founders and early leaders of the fraternity succeeded in laying a firm foundation for Alpha Phi Alpha's principles of scholarship, fellowship, good character, and uplifting of humanity.
How y'all doing? Alpha Phi Alpha. Chapters were established at other colleges and universities. Many of them were historically black institutions. Soon after the founding of Cornell, while continuing to stress academic excellence among its members, Alpha also recognized the need to help correct the educational, economic, political, and social injustice faced by African Americans. Alpha Phi Alpha has long stood at the forefront of African American community, fight for civil rights. True to its form, as Alpha Phi Alpha was the first NPAC fraternity to become anti-racist in 1945.
Lil J on the track. Hey, it's time for all the security. Get around. It's going down.
Yeah, well I'm at zone, holding on your damn street, stomping, jumping, bumping, every crunk off in this damn thing. Throwing the balls up at these soldiers, screaming and bleeding from their nose. But when we start, that's where we make them hit the flow. Ain't no game off in this thing. We deep off in your party. Come on, get it started, and we be the hardest. So if a come and run they mouth just like a punch them dead up in his nose, they stomp his out to the flow.
Yeah, we nucky and bucky and ready to fight. How bet ya I'ma throw them things so haters best to think twice. See me, I ain't nothing nice. And call my beat ain't no stopping. Becky like my that's Hussein Yilla and Osama bin Laden. Like they said, popping and I am acting a fool. I wish I had a wicked crook up on this crime my crew. Now enough is enough, boy. I rub and get stuffed, boy. Love is a must, boy. No, if you buck, boy.
If you buck, boy. If you buck, boy. If you buck, boy. If you buck, boy. If you buck, boy. If you buck, boy. If you buck, boy. If you buck, boy. If you buck, boy. If you buck,
I don't know, man. I don't know. We got a little battle going on back here. We're going to have to do like Showtime at the Apollo and applaud for who the best. We will now have the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma and the sisters of Zeta Phi Beta.
All right, good evening. How y'all doing? All right, I am a member of the greatest fraternity ever created, known to man. I am a brother of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, founded Friday, January 9th, 1914, on the campus of Howard University. Our colors are royal blue and pure white, but you don't need to know about the history. You want to see something.
Fever pictures bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your ship bare. See, I'll leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it.
I was told I saved the best for last. The Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Kappa Alpha Psi was founded as Kappa Alpha Nu on the night of January the 5th, 1911, by 10 African American college students as a tribute to black students of 1903. The Alpha Kappa Nu fraternity, who preceded them at Indiana University. These men of vision decided Kappa Alpha Nu would be more than another social organization. It would be the only Greek letter organization founded with the concept of achievement. Kappa Alpha Nu began uniting college men of culture, patriotism, and honor in bond of fraternity. Kappa Alpha Nu became the first incorporated black fraternity in the United States once granted a charter by the Indiana Secretary of State on May 15, 1911. The name Kappa Alpha Nu became an ethnic slur, and a campaign began to rename the fraternity. The name was officially changed to Kappa Alpha Psi on a resolution adopted at the Grand Chapter meeting in December of 1914. The name then acquired a distant Greek letter symbol. The name Kappa Alpha Psi became effective on April 15, 1915, and thereby became a Greek letter fraternity in every sense of the designation. The founders were Elder Watson Diggs, affectionately known as the Dreamer, Dr. Ezra D. Alexander, Dr. Byron Kenneth Armstrong, Attorney Henry Turner Asher, Dr. Martin Peter Blackmore, Paul Wayman Kane, George Wesley Edmonds, Dr. Gay Levi Grant, Edward Giles Irvin, and Sergeant John Milton Lee. The objective of Kappa Alpha Psi is to unite men of culture, patriotism, and honor in bond of fraternity, to encourage honorable achievement in every field of human endeavor, to promote the spiritual, social, intellectual, and moral welfare of members, to assist the aims and purposes of colleges and universities, to inspire service in the public interest. The motto of the Kappa Alpha Psi is achievement in every field of human endeavor. Let's welcome the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi.
Lush, ludicrous.
Yeah, man. Once again,
It's on.
You know we had to do it again, right?
We had to do it again, boy. I want you to sing to these ladies, man.
And so I'm up first. Let's get it.
Baby, how you doing? Hope that you're fine when I know what you got in mind tonight. Got me feeling like Jodeci, girl, I can't leave you alone. Take a shot of this here Patron, and it's gonna be on. VIP then got way too crowded. I'm about to and I'm calling it a night. You should holler at your girl, tell her you're shaking the scene. Pull off beep beep shotgun in the GT with me. She said, oh, I'm ready to ride. I was like, yeah, cause once you get inside, you can't change your mind. Don't mean to sound impatient, but you gotta promise, baby. Tell me again, my baby. Oh, I gotta know, baby. Oh, yeah. Tell me again. Make sure you're right. Oh, before we leave. Oh, it's a good look, baby.
Really good look, baby. Look here. Sometime wanna be your lover, sometime wanna be your friend, sometime wanna hug you, hold hands, slow dance while the record spin. Opened up your heart cause you said I made you feel so comfortable. Used to play back then, now you all grown up like Rudy Huxtable. I could be your bud, you could beat me up. Play fight in the dark, then we both make up. I do anything just to feel your buzz. Why you got me so messed up? I don't know, but you gotta stop tripping. Be a good girl now, turn around and get these whipping. You know you like it like that. You don't have to fight back. Here's a pillow, bite that. And I'll be setting separate plays. So on all these separate days, your legs can go they separate ways.
Tell me again, my baby. Oh, it's a good look, baby. Tell me again. Tell me over and over and over again.
One more time, Noops. One more time,
Make sure
Noops.
you're right before you choose.
I've been knowing you for a long time, but never crossed my mind. But tonight I seen some in you that made me wanna get with you.
Give it up for the Noobs. Give it up for all the Greeks. We need all the Greeks, the ones who participated, to come back to the stage. Y'all give it up for them one more time. Y'all ready? Ready? Cue us up. Let's go. All right, students, great job, great job. We're going to do like we had Showtime at the Apollo. I need y'all to help us decide out of all these fraternities and sororities who took away number one. So, Miss Rodriguez, come on up, Miss Rodriguez. When I put my hand over their head, we're going to do the cheer. So we're going to see whoever has the loudest cheer will be the winner. So, Miss Rodriguez. Okay, Coach Brown and the Alphas. And how about the Sigmas and Mr. Blake Broomfield? And you know, last but not least, the Noobs. Woo! I think the Noobs got him. I think the Noobs got him. Great job, everybody. Great job.